welcome to the second video in the series looking at the Capturing Memories booklet. As you can see here, there will be a link to this with the video. It is downloadable, and the activity we're looking at today is Things I Love. And for this one you will need the outline of a heart. You can draw this yourself on a piece of paper or card, or if you have a printer at home you can choose to print out the template that's in the booklet. You'll also need some items to colour with, so paint, pencils, fibre tip pens, or you might choose to maybe do a collage, in which case some old magazines, some photographs that you can rip up and use to fill your heart. I'm going to show you some different examples here in a moment, so you'll be able to see some of the ideas for things you can do. And you will need a pen and paper to start with. Now this is a very simple activity, but it's got loads of potential. So if you get your pen and paper, the first thing you need to think about is the things that you love. So you need probably, if your heart's like the one in the booklet, you'd need about maybe 15. So think about those things that really do mean the most to you. And if you want to create your own heart, you could go as big as you like and really go to town. But I'm going to show you some examples. So while you're thinking about what you might have on your list, I'm just going to twizzle you around so you can see the table. Okay. Be a moment. Swivel you around there. Hopefully get this in focus for you. You can have a look at what we've got here. So here's the guidebook, the Capturing Memories booklet. And the example that we've got in here, as you can see, it's just a simple idea. The heart has been broken down into different shapes, and each one of those shapes is representing something that this person loves. So each is then coloured in, and there's a key around the edge with all those colours that actually tells you what those represent. And you could do it so that, the things that mean the most to you have the biggest shapes within your heart, or you can just do it randomly. There's really no rules to this. You can be as creative and imaginative as you wish. So that one, I think this was done by a teenager, because there's mentions here of like Harry Potter. So I've got some other examples here that I've done myself. So this is very similar to the one that you've just been looking at. But with this one I looked at it more like a bit like a stained glass window in a way. So the shapes were just a little bit more flowing and structured. As you can see, I did choose family and friends here, and I put them in the centre of my heart, and then the other things around the edge. There we are. And then I really like maps. So for this one I did cut a heart shape that fitted into the one on the printed sheet out of an old map. You can see that it's actually wallpaper that I found in a bargain bin at one time, but and then the idea being that it was going to look like a pin board, and you could put boundaries around these different areas, the little dotted lines if you wanted. I didn't do that in this case, but so I've glued on little wooden beads that are meant to represent pin heads, and then my list I typed out and printed out, and then I've cut all the little the bits, stuck them onto the paper there. As you can see, looks a bit like one of those criminal investigations in a way, but a bit prettier, I hope. And the other example I have to show you with this one, this took a little bit more thought, because I tried to think of an image that represented all the things on my list, and what I've done is created a landscape within my heart. So you're travelling through, and there's the different things that I love represented with little drawings within the heart there. Some of them were easy, like the sea, it's quite obvious, and the sound of seagulls. Others, I've got Italian food on my list, and I don't know if you can see, I'll bring it up a bit closer. I struggled with that one and ended up with, got a little cafe table there, as you can see, with the Italian flag. So, as I say, you can be as creative as you wish. It's entirely up to you what you wish to do. You could do a collage, you could put photographs in there, all sorts of pictures. So, as I said earlier, there's lots of potential. I'll just put those out there to give you an idea. Lots of potential, and if you actually get your family and friends involved in this as well, and you get everybody having a go, then not only is it something where you're telling people a little bit about yourself and giving something precious for family to keep, but at the same time, if you get everybody doing it, you're all going to learn something about yourselves. It's a great chance for everyone to get creative. You can, start all sorts of conversations around the things you do and don't like. And while you're doing that, you're creating new memories in the process. So lots of potential there, and probably a great activity for lockdown. So I hope that's inspired you, and thank you very much for watching.